What is up, guys? Happy Friday. Happy November. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to hang out here for a little bit and just go over the final practice reports and updates that came out today and get you guys ready for week number 9. I will not be doing a live stream on Sunday morning, so if you guys do have questions, you can always comment on this video, hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, wherever you guys can find me. I'm just going to read the underdog NFL news here. Jordan Whittington's the top of the list here. He's listed as questionable for week 9 here. We'll get to Puka Nacua at some point, but we'll see if Jordan Whittington plays. We're not using him for fantasy. Keaton Mitchell listed as questionable. We're not using him yet, but I'm excited for his return. He's going to add another exciting piece to the Ravens offense. Tank Bigsby officially listed as questionable for week 9, which is a little bit concerning. I think Travis Etienne's on track to play. He's been limited in practice all week this week and all week last week. I do think we see Travis Etienne. It's a tough spot for Tank Bigsby. You know, the Eagles, we're expecting them to play from a lead, maybe lead to more passing from the Jags. Maybe Tank Bigsby doesn't get established. He's truly a touchdown, boom, bust type RB2. Drake May listed as questionable. I think he's on track to play, man. He just needs to clear concussion protocol. I don't know if he can do that tomorrow or Sunday morning, but it looks like Drake May's on track. He's a super flex QB2 option. Weird one here. The Tennessee Titans, they've ruled out Tajay Spears, but Tony Pollard, Tyler Boyd, and a couple others did not practice today. Calvin Ridley did practice, but they're saying Tony Pollard, who didn't practice yesterday or today, game time decision. So we might be without Tony Pollard, and we're already without Tajay Spears. You guys could pick up Julius Chestnut, who profiles as the third running back here for the Titans. We might see no Tony Pollard on Sunday. So keep an eye on that one. That one's one of the more interesting notes here that we have to cover. Calvin Ridley, again, not on the injury report for week 9. Commanders Brian Robinson Jr. listed as questionable for week 9. I am expecting him to play, but we'll keep an eye on that one. DK Metcalf for the Seahawks has been listed out, so I'm gonna probably start Jackson Smith-Njigba if I have him against the Rams. Maybe Tyler Lockett, who's just been a little inconsistent, but big loss there for the Seahawks. Dallas Goedert for the Eagles has been listed out. Tyrone Tracy for the Giants has cleared concussion protocol. They're saying that he will play, no questionable tag. We're going to see Tyrone Tracy be the running back 1. And it seems really, really good for Tyrone Tracy. Like, Devin Singletary is not a factor right now. He only had 2 carries last week. I believe Tyrone hit like 20 carries or something like that. So I'm ranking Tyrone Tracy as like a top 16 running back. I want him in my lineups this weekend against the Commanders. Zamir White, questionable for the Raiders. We're not using him. Jordan Love is questionable. He was limited today and yesterday in practice, so it looks like Jordan Love's on track to playing. Hopefully we get an update because that's the late game. Hopefully they let us know what's going on before. If you need to wait for Jordan Love, hopefully we get that news before. Quentin Johnston and Hayden Hurst for the Chargers are not on the injury report, so good news for the Chargers week 9. They are listing DJ Chark as questionable, though, but either way, that's an upgrade to the Chargers offense, just getting more weapons healthy on the roster. Jamal Williams listed as doubtful for the New Orleans Saints. They did rule out Kendre Miller as well, so they might be down their RB2 and 3. Taysom Hill, man, he's going to be a tight end 1 qualifier if you need help at the tight end spot. I do like Taysom Hill in this one to maybe get a few carries and some touches and catches and throws and whatever he's going to do. Derek Carr, not on the injury report, so healthy Derek Carr for the Saints in this one. A bit of a surprise here, but Zach Moss listed as doubtful for week 9. I was not expecting that. He's got a neck injury. Not sure if something happened in practice or if he tweaked it or whatever happened, but we might see RB1 Chase Brown, a big workload coming for Chase Brown against the Raiders if Zach Moss can't go. We don't really care who the RB2 is for the Bengals. It is Travion Williams if Zach Moss is out, but if you have Chase Brown, like, fire up Chase Brown. Puka Nacua. So questionable for week 9. They're saying, this is from Sean McVay, I wouldn't bet against Puka playing. So I think we're going to be okay. We had the scare yesterday, but it looks like he's on track to play this weekend. Will Levis is questionable for the Titans. I think they're going to give Mason Rudolph one more start here. And if he gets the win, he'll probably get another start. But if he loses, we're looking at Will Levis back in the Titans lineup soon. Good news for the Browns. David Njoku, who missed practice yesterday, he's not on the injury report today. Looks like just a maintenance day yesterday. Lamar Jackson just didn't practice Thursday, Wednesday. He's back at practice today. He says he will play week 9, so no concerns there. Juju Smith-Schuster not practicing today. He's not going to play for the Chiefs this weekend, and we're not using him in fantasy. Jonathan Brooks for the Panthers, unlikely to play week 9. I believe they have to activate him next week. and they do travel to Germany, if I recall. So we might see Jonathan Brooks back for week 10. I believe their bye is week 11. Week 12, maybe we see Jonathan Brooks fully integrated into the offense. We shall see. More Panthers. Xavier Legette questionable with a toe injury. Adam Thielen doubtful with the hamstring. Jalen Coker, everybody. He should have been picked up in deeper leagues and definitely in dynasty leagues. So if you need a wide receiver, look for Jalen Coker from the Panthers. He's been one of their better players the last few games. T. Higgins doubtful for the Bengals here. A bit of a bummer. I'm not looking towards Yoshivas as like a bench replacement if you need to. If anything, when Higgins has been out, it's been Mike Gesicki who's been getting more run and routes as a wide receiver type tight end for you. Good afternoon to David. Hope you're doing well. Legette and Coker for Carolina in PPR. Is either of these viable? Need week 10? Okay, so if you need him for week 10, I think right now I like Legette. I'm having trouble trusting him completely. We might also see Adam Thielen back for week 10. I'm kind of thinking Jalen Coker is the receiver. If I had to just pick one Panthers receiver to own the rest of the year, I think it's Jalen Coker, who might be kind of their lead target man the rest of the way. I think Legette's still a bit of a project, and he's more of a deep ball kind of outside boundary guy, whereas Coker, they're kind of doing a lot of fun things with him. I would rather have Coker for week 10, and I do like stashing him if you need somebody for next week. Amari Cooper and Curtis Samuel both questionable here. Amari's got a wrist. It doesn't seem like he's doubtful. I think we're going to probably see Amari Cooper play, but just note he's got a little bit of a wrist thing going on. Gabe Davis for the Jags, game time decision for week 9. Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Etienne, also game time decisions. I do feel better about Travis Etienne. It was nice to see Brian Thomas Jr. get limited practices in all week. But again, he got a chest injury. I'm not sure if he'll be able to put on a extra pad or sleeve or something to protect his chest, but we'll have to watch for that. They play the late slate, so hopefully we get an answer either tomorrow night or early Sunday morning on the Jags availabilities. Let me see. And then I think I'm all caught up on news. I'm going to hit refresh on my feed and just kind of give it one more pass through here. I think we're relatively all caught up, though. So I will be posting some player prop bets, I think, tomorrow morning if you guys want to check those out. But again, I'm not going to be available Sunday morning for a live stream. So if you guys do have questions, you guys can find me on Twitter. Just either, tweet at me or find me in the DMs. And then TikTok, comment on this YouTube video if you guys need the help. But that's all we have for Friday player news. You guys can check out thefantasyfellowship.com. I am going to be updating my rankings tonight, as well as the start sit chart. So check that out. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good Friday night. Have a good weekend. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Got me feeling icy.